Hi everyone, it's been a while since I did a time guesser, so I thought I'd pick up today's daily time guesser. So let's give it a go. Um, okay, this is very strange. So the football team that I support is Wrexham. My family are all from Wrexham, and this is Wrexham. That's so strange. It looks to be that's so weird, honestly. It looks to be when you could stand at Wrexham. I don't know if this is the Cop End. I think it's the Cop End that no longer exists. And they stopped letting people in that end in 2008. So I would say this is 2007. So let's pop that in. And it's Wrexham, North Wales, as we've mentioned, which is just here. So that's the temp stand. They've got a temp stand at the moment. Um, and if we're looking at it from that angle, I'd say we're at the top of this stand, which is the Macron stand. Let's give that a go. This should be a 10k. It's going to be embarrassing if it isn't. It's a 9998. So I think they've got the point wrong on that, unless I'm wrong and that's not the cop and it's the tech end. I don't know. But I was 90 meters away. I was correct for the year, but I was 90 meters away on the location. So that's a good start. Let's see if we can carry on like that for round two. Okay, so this looks to be European. It's a fountain and some steps. It reminds me a little bit of the Trevi Fountain in Rome, which I went to last year, I think it was. We've got some text here. It says tea rooms and a sign and a clock. There's a street sign there. That looks more French than Italian to me. Looks like a Paris street sign. I'll guess at Paris because it's not a Trevi Fountain, and can't have more than one fountain in a city, right? And I'd say it's around the early 80s. We'll go 82. Let's take a guess at that. 3 years out, oh God, it was Rome. So it was the Spanish Steps in Rome, which I think is right near the Trevi Fountain. So a quick look in. Yeah, there's the Trevi Fountain. So it's only a few hundred meters away from there. Never mind. So it's 1,000 kilometers away. The year I was only 3 years off, so not too bad. Round three. Okay, so there's a picture here being transported across the street. A man and a woman, a little baby, and some questionable shoes. Not sure about those. Some text here. This looks like Indian type text and some English text underneath. Tailoring. Norbulung tailoring, perhaps. Some more text up there, which is more English. Looks to be quite modern. I would say this is probably about 2021. Or would more people be wearing face masks if it was 21? Maybe we'll go 2020 just in case it was before the pandemic. And I'm going to go New Delhi because I don't really know any other modern cities in India. If this is India, I don't know. We'll go here. Okay, it's 2019. There was two men carrying a painting of the king of Bhutan, their family, down a street in Thimphu, Bhutan. So it's the other side of Nepal, in the tiny country of Bhutan. So again, about 1,200 kilometers away, roughly the same as my French-Italian guess. And the year was 1 year off, so not too bad in the year. I always do well on the years, never on the locations. Fourth round, so we've got a TV or a radio mast. We've got these three ladies who look to be enjoying the 80s or early 90s, perhaps. There's some English text, possibly umlauts on those letters. So I'm thinking maybe Germany or maybe Austria with the hills. There's an old car and there's a sign, Villa Babylon Relax Centre, which offers me no clue whatsoever. Just wondering if these bollards would help me at all for my GeoGuessr knowledge, but I don't think it does. Okay, let's go for mid 80s. We'll go 85. And I'm going to guess Austria. Maybe down near Graz, if that's how you say it. See if that's right. It was Hungary. 3 women posing for a photo in front of the PEX TV tower in PEX, Hungary. And it was 1990, so it's much later than I thought. 237 kilometers away, so I've improved on the last two. Let's go for the last round. Okay, so we're in Britain. H. Samuel is a British brand. We've also got Marks and Spencer, which you can find in other countries, but predominantly Britain. We've got a Labour logo, which is a political party in Britain, and some text that says Wales deserves a voice, and the Welsh equivalent of that above it, which I'm not going to pronounce because it'll sound horrendous. This guy is saying no to a Welsh Assembly. So this is pre-Welsh Assembly. So I think the Welsh Assembly was just before the millennium. It's 99, I think, that came about. This guy's saying no. They're all saying yes. So yeah, this surely this has to be South Wales. I would say this is Cardiff. So I'm going to lock down Cardiff. I'll say 1999 because I think that's when the Welsh Assembly came around. It might be a bit earlier though if they're talking about the vote, not after the vote, if that makes sense. Could be Newport, it could even be Swansea, but I think it's probably going to be Cardiff. We'll lock that in. 1997 to what it was before. A no campaigner on the streets of Newport, Wales during the 1997 Welsh devolution referendum. The referendum resulted in a majority in favour, leading to the National Assembly for Wales being formed 2 years later. So that's the 1999 I've got in my head. And it was in Newport, not Cardiff. Never mind. Not too far though. 17 kilometres is pretty good. And that gives us a final score of 43,179. I think the previous score that we got was higher than that. I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and have a look. Let's have a quick look at the breakdown. So we started off in the Kairas in Wrexham, which should have been a 10k, but that was their mistake, not mine. The second one was the one where I mentioned Rome, but then went for Paris. Should have stuck with Rome, never mind. The other one that was on the other side of Nepal and Bhutan. Then we've got the one that I thought was in Austria and it was in Hungary. And then finally ending with the Welsh referendum vote in Newport. So that gives us a score 43,179. If you think you can beat that, let me know.